Hi, it's Graham Bibby. It's the 1st of April 2016, and no, this is not an April Fool. Some of you will have seen my uh, email recently regarding special situations, and um, I keep using this expression, but once in a lifetime opportunity that's come around. So I want to keep this quite brief. I just want to focus on what's been happening on the commodities uh, and resources sector and emerging markets. So right in front of us now, we have the chart of the Commodity Research Bureau Index. This is the basket of commodities. That's everything from the metals to the softs to agriculturals to orange juices, etc. And you can see here, this is today, this is last night, this is March, so that's the end of March. And we go back here to December 2014. So it's just over a year and 4 months. You can see from this circle on the left how strong the decline has been. But as we go back, as we can, further and further, you'll see that the last top was in 2014, and this index was 320, and it went down to somewhere in the region of 150, 160. That is huge, over a 50% decline. But that's not the bad news. The bad news is, if we go back further, and we'll use a weekly chart, hopefully, you'll see that we are now lower than at the bottom of the global financial crisis, the huge tech crash in 2000 to 2002, and even the 90s savage bear market that happened here. And in fact, if we go back even further, and I need to bring this chart back here, we are the lowest we've been, way lower than before the 90s. Even in the 90s, even in the depths of the global financial crisis, this index was around 204. It went down to 150, is at 170 now. So things in the resources sector are at extreme lows. You've heard the expression buy low, sell high, but very few people do it because that's when you are most fearful. And as Mr. Warren Buffett says, buy when people are fearful and buy and sell when people are confident. So we've had a breakout here at the end of February in this index. There are certain sectors that you want to be in, and you shouldn't be buying the physical. You shouldn't be buying physical resources. You should be buying the companies that produce the resources, because those stocks are down anything from 90 to 99%. That means anything that was 100 is down 10, or could be even 1. That's why I'm imploring people to join my Insiders Club special situations, because it is looking so good. And what's happened, along with resources being hammered, is emerging markets have also been hit. And if my computer behaves itself, I might be showing you that in a second. We seem to be hung up here. If we can't, I'll show you to my next video. But emerging markets have had their worst decline in a long time. Some emerging markets are down 30% from the last year, some 50%, some are down from their highs as much as 70%. And I'm telling you right now, there's a golden buying opportunity in certain resource sectors, certain areas of gold and silver. And here we are, here's emerging markets. We bottomed out in January. This low is higher, this low is higher, this low is higher, this low is higher. Looks like we're moving higher. And if we go back a bit further, this is where we were, this arrow is. in 2015. This particular fund was almost 130, and it went down here to 20 in a year. Now we're 52, we're in an uptrend, but we're still way off where we were there. And if you go back a bit further, you'll see here's a top in 2014. So we're buying low. We've been in EDC. We have 3 services in the Insiders Club. In Insiders Club, undervalued superior earnings, 1 service, and there we're getting some buy signals at last. Insiders Club FOS, which is Fund Optimization Service, where we're using things like ETFs, like this particular fund I've got in front of me now. You can see a powerful uptrend. So this is in there, and that one now, for the first time in 18 months, we're almost fully invested. And the special situations, we're buying really beaten up areas. We're buying beaten up stocks, we're buying beaten up funds. So this is a very golden opportunity for you to get into that service. It also includes private placements. It's the service that is going to turn people into millionaires and multimillionaires and help billionaires increase their wealth even further. So without further ado, Graham Bibby saying, look, I am going to be launching an inner circle for special situations at a premium price, and it's going to be for people with at least $500,000 to allocate. But if you are already in my database or already in my Insiders Club and you're looking to join this, I'm going to let you join at existing fees, because I want as many people to create wealth as possible. So this is Graham Bibby on the 1st of April, not giving you an April Fool, but giving you an opportunity to really build wealth in this next, not just year, 2 to 3 years. And don't forget, stocks that have gone from 100 to 1, if they just go back to 10, we're talking about a 10-fold increase. And if I'm right about one sector, and it could be gold and silver, certain sectors within that, I'm following the billionaires here, and they're loading up the truck because they say they buy things that go from 20 cents to $10, and we're right on the money here. So Graham Bibby is saying, please let me hear from you, either at PACEO@richmondth.com or at CEO@richmondth.com. Bye for now.